Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on GT Time. VGT Time. Tune in on VGT Time. VGT Time. Come join us on VGT Time. VGT Time. Join us on VGT Time. VGT Time. Yeah.
Julira, I see you.
We out here in the morning bustle, steering clear of suckers. Yeah, you lazy gang still couldn't dig it with a shovel. All that glitters ain't gold and certain diamonds lack luster. But get out here and grind with every muscle you can muster. Turn a 4 into an 8, split a 2 into a double. She with me then I love her, but shit I can never trust her. One thing is for certain, got to get out here and bubble. It's numbers to be made, we gotta get out here and ready. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Put it up, however, I'm just turning up a little. Told my little nigga, I just wanna live forever. Get your paper right and you're surviving anywhere. Ain't thought this how we came and shit, we ain't know any better. Your heart gon' be the death for you one day, my mama said it. But catch me at the finish line, you see me money sprinting. You said that ass man when shit to go in front of the ticket. I don't know nothing else but hustle, get out here and get it. Trying to whip me up a penny, yeah, I gotta have me plenty. Guess they hate me cause I'm gifted, maybe cause I'm too relentless. God bless the child that hold his own, can't be no codependent. Yeah, I stand alone, I don't need no codependent. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle.
She's so scandalous. 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 She's so scandalous.
Man, fuck. It's hardly hit me for everything. Back to this pot. Know how to hustle.
When I first started my weight loss journey, I had no idea the change it would make. During one of the hardest times of my life, I turned heartbreak into hustle
Breathe,
and
work,
pain into
stretch.
power.
Breathe, work, stretch. Melt it all. 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 Just breathe, work, stretch. Melt it all. 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 Breathe. Work, stretch, melt it all, breathe, work, stretch, melt it all, breathe, work, stretch, melt it all, just breathe, work, stretch, time to melt it all, breathe, work, stretch, time to melt it all. Do your thing, girl. You in the gym working out, you wasn't playing, girl. Yoga mat, you doing yoga, meditating. I see you elevated cause you separated. Yeah, you pushing up the weight, they just wait. Waist straight and strap, go steady pace. After I shake your haters, we gon' drink a protein shake.
Hey, let me get my mic together. There it go. It's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. What's good, everybody? What's good? I'm tired. Y'all, I'm so tired. When I tell y'all, this Tyre story has really, really drained me. Okay? Plus, I work a full-time job too. So when I tell y'all I am drained, we are on overtime still. Seems like I've been doing overtime since I've been here. I ain't gonna even lie. And I'm sure probably the other coworkers will tell you the same thing. But I truly feel like I've been doing overtime at my job since I've been there. And it's been 7 years this month. So we still on overtime. I'm so tired. I worked today. Did the show last night. Shout out to the show last night, baby. Shout out to the show last night. It looked like one of my other lights is on. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all can see that little spot. But anyway, I'll fix it when we go to another commercial break. But anyway, thank y'all for joining the weekend spot, baby. This is the weekend spot. You know, you're gonna hear a lot of music, a lot of different videos. This show may not be monetized. On Saturdays, my shows do not be monetized at all because of the music videos. I do have the opportunity to just not do any music videos and try my best to get monetized on my Saturday shows, but I'm dedicated to these independent artists. You know, they don't get a lot of play on the radio because they're not mainstream. But to me, they're just as good as mainstream artists. You know, they just haven't got that push just yet to get out there. So I just try and help what I can, you know, when I can. And when I can is on Saturdays, y'all. So anybody out there that is an independent artist or you know an independent artist, tell them to shoot their music to me, music videos or just the audio. They can shoot it to me. I'll look over it and I'll play it. That's simple. And if they want to throw me a little donation, they could do that too. You might get about 2 or 3 plays with a donation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, baby. So again, thank you so much for joining today. For those that watched the show last night, thank you for showing up, showing out. The support was real last night. The support was so real for Tyre. I had so many clips to show y'all last night. You know, I prepared for my show before the video came out. Like I knew the video was coming out, but we all know when we have videos like that that's coming out to the public, we only sometimes just get a little portion of it. So I had no idea that they was gonna play damn near everything that they had. Explicit language, also allegedly. Y'all know everything be allegedly on the show. But they had so many clips last night. So many footage, I'll say, on what happened. So just last night, y'all, for just the footage, because of the way my stream is set up, I literally had 9 clips just of the footage. But I had so many clips that I had that I was going to bring y'all to speed and then show y'all the video. It didn't work out like that at all. So I just wasted my time doing those videos. But then again, I didn't, because it gave me more knowledge. It definitely gave me more knowledge on the case. Like I said, I've been following it now for almost 2 weeks. So I just learned more and more about it. But I didn't want to bring those clips, even though I took my time making them, you know, getting them all together for y'all. I just didn't want to bring it back again today. We do have some clips from Tyre's mom. She spoke after the public got the chance to see the video. So I thought that was important. I also want to show you guys something that Ben Crump said before the video aired, okay? So before the video aired to everybody, I want to show you something that Ben Crump said. I'm going to show you what Tyre's mom said after the footage had been put out to the public. And then I also have a clip. Yeah, I also have 2 clips of Tyre's mom explaining how she found out what we saw last night. Okay? Which was 3 doors down, 3 houses down. We all remember that. It was 3 houses down from I feel like I'm echoing. I'm sorry, y'all. Am I echoing? Okay, that should be better. Let me check my sound. Y'all know I haven't been doing that lately. So let me check my sound, make sure I sound decent. I hope I sound good, y'all. Did y'all enjoy that show last night? I know it was sad. But did y'all enjoy, the show, how it was set up and all that? For those that did not see it, if you go on my Facebook page, or I think it's also on YouTube, being that it is the full video, you have to click where it says at the bottom. Okay, that's what y'all gonna see right there at the bottom. Yeah, I gotta get my nails done today, y'all. Right there it says see video. See video. I'm being lazy, just being lazy, and haven't went to go get my nails done. Don't want to sit for an hour, but I got to go while my kids is gone. I got to go. But yeah. So if you click see video, you'll be able to see the video. Like again, we had a lot of people on last night, so it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Oh, we was checking my sound, Lord. We was checking my sound. Mommy-in-law, I'm doing a show. My mommy-in-law is calling me. So let's see. Let's check the sound. Mommy-in-law is calling me. So let's see. Let's check. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. All right, y'all. Well, so I showed y'all everything that we're going to show today. But before we get into Tyre, there are some more things that I want to show you guys. Before we get into that, we're going to go into some crazy shit that's going on out there in the world. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. We're going to talk about a celebrity. A celebrity mama. A celebrity's mother. Okay? Allegedly, y'all done shot and killed this woman. I don't know if... Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. Carmen said it was very informative. She's talking about the show from last night. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back again today just as well. I appreciate that. What's up, Miss Joyce? She said, I know what you mean about overtime. Baby, Miss Joyce, it is kicking my butt. Oh, my gosh, it's kicking my butt. But I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I need this bread. So I got to do it. I got to work tomorrow. I haven't worked on a Sunday in years, okay? Years and years and years and years. I have not worked on a Sunday, but it is what it is. Put them pictures in the comments, baby. Put them pictures in the comments, baby. And don't forget the stars. Don't forget the stars. We do have stars just as well that we need. So support Peachy Tea Time. Everybody that gave stars last night, thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Y'all always see my Cash App up there just as well. $Kier17. If you want to give any donations, feel free to donate just as well. Okay, now that we got that out the way, we're going to get into our first clip. Melt Me Fitness. I'm sorry. Melt Me Fitness. Y'all saw that commercial at the beginning of the show. Melt Me Fitness will be joining PTT Times Network on Roku TV. Okay, she will only be on Roku TV under PTT Time. And she's a fitness trainer. And she got all type of other stuff going on too. But she's gonna be doing fitnesses and all of that, working out. Hey, I'll be up there working out. You ain't gonna see me. But I'll be watching, doing my own workouts with her. So I want y'all to make sure y'all tune in for that. That will be starting next month in February. So shout out to Mikey Shaw. She is the first person to join Peachy Tea Time Network. So again, shout out to Mikey, the very, very first person to join the network, baby. The Roku TV is a network. It's a movement, baby. It's a movement. We making moves up in here, okay? So if y'all want to join, hit me up. You got to have something going on now. You got to have something going on. And if you ain't got nothing going on or you don't have anything going on, then hit me up still and I'll help you. If you, at least you got to have an ideal at first now. Okay? At least have an idea. Don't call me talking about, well, I don't know what I should do. I already know what you want to do. Call me and I'll help put your plan into action. That's all I can do is help. You know what I'm saying? And when you join PGT Time Network, we can promote it rather, and you'll have people watching, checking for you, baby. Baby checking for you. Because we got a whole bunch of people coming to PGT Time Network. And when I tell y'all, when y'all see some of the different things that's coming, y'all gonna be blown away. Y'all gonna be blown away. So it is what it is, baby. But we making moves. I tell you that much. PGT Time making moves. Okay. So let's get started, y'all. We got to get into our fair usage. And then our first clip for the day, baby. Now, we might not be here for the full 2 hours, y'all, because I'm tired. We might not be here for the full 2 hours. You see, we started late. 3 o'clock came. I didn't have no makeup on. No makeup on at all. I didn't get done working until 2 o'clock. And I still had to jump on and get a couple more clips together for y'all. So, but we got it done. I got it done. So let's go ahead and get into our fair usage. Our first clip is called "Steal Car and Then Go Sell It." Never heard of such thing. And if you haven't heard of it, guess what? You're finna hear about it today. Here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Police arrest a carjacking suspect who took his crime to a whole new level.
Yes, Stephen Gordon was nabbed after he tried to sell the car that he's accused of stealing on Facebook Marketplace.
Who would have thought? And as WREG's Mike Sirianni reports, Gordon was captured after his post got more attention than he ever bargained for.
That's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Crazy. That's how Memphian Maverick Bennett describes what Stephen Gordon's accused of doing, trying to sell a stolen car on Facebook Marketplace.
When you're out here in the streets, you got to watch out. I mean, people will take your stuff. Literally take your stuff.
Police say Gordon is one of two armed suspects who yanked a man out of his silver 2011 Nissan Versa January 17th, while the victim was in the parking lot of this convenience store at Winchester and Knight Road. The victim was not seriously injured, but one of the suspects drove away in the Nissan. 5 days later, the victim notified police someone was trying to sell the Nissan on Facebook Marketplace, and there were numerous pictures of the stolen Nissan, and the victim immediately recognized the car as his. Police say the Facebook page belonged to suspect Stephen Gordon, and police, expressing interest in buying the car, responded to the post. Gordon agreed to meet the potential buyers at Early Maxwell and Tiger Lane January 24th, where police say he was driving the same Nissan reported stolen during the carjacking a week earlier. Gordon was arrested and charged with theft.
I think that how they got the guy is great, but I feel like stop stealing from people. People work hard for the things that they have, and it really is sad to see people just come and just take when people work hard for what they have.
In Parkway Village, Mike Sirianni.
You know what? I agree with her 100%. Don't put your hands on nothing that don't belong to you. And for the people that has been stole from, like I'm one of those people. I've had somebody, I'm just going to tell y'all the truth exactly how it went down. She might even be watching the show. I don't even know. But if she watching the show, she know who she is. But this happened like years and years ago, before I even moved to Georgia. This is how long ago this was. This is when I stayed in Grand Rapids. And I think one of the worst things that a person that steals from you can do is turn around and help you try to find what the hell they done stole. Now that right there, baby, that would make you want to beat somebody down. I do not condone violence. I do not condone violence. But it would make you want to beat somebody down. I remember, this is how long ago it was, y'all. This was a long time ago. You know, I ain't that old. I'm 43. But this happened when I was in my 20s. And I remember I was living in Grand Rapids. Me and Poolie wasn't married. We was just boyfriend and girlfriend living together, shacking up, doing something that God didn't want us to do. But anyways, forgot I was on the show for a minute. But we shacking up and stuff. And I told Poolie, I said, well, I'm finna go visit my homegirl, Demetrius Way. Shout out to Demetrius. But I told him I finna go visit her. She stayed in Kalamazoo and I was going for the weekend. And he was like, all right, cool. Got down there and I had bought a money order. I went and took somebody with me. I can't think of that girl name for nothing. That's how long ago it was. And I don't want to make up a name, especially with me on live. So I don't want to mess around and say the wrong name. But I cannot remember her name. It was a long time ago. But anyways, so I went and picked her up, asked her, did she want to ride with me down there? She's like, yeah, girl, I'll ride down there with you. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, okay, well, make sure you tell your boyfriend that you're going to go. Okay, girl, I'm letting my boyfriend know. Don't even worry about it. Let me go tell him right now. I'm going to ride with Tania, and we finna go to Kalamazoo. All right, then. Y'all have a good time. Girl, I got to stop. I got to make the stop before we go. This is exactly how I went. I'm like, girl, I got to make the stop before we go. I got to get my money ordered. That's how long it was. I gotta get my money ordered so that I can pay my car note. Okay, girl, don't worry about it. I'll wait in the car. Okay. Go in the store, pay for my money order for my car note. $300 and some odd dollars. Get the money order. Get in the car and boom, straight to Kalamazoo we go. I didn't fill out the money order, nothing. Just got it. When I got back in the car, I put it in the glove compartment. She saw me put it in the glove compartment. Ended up going to Kalamazoo. Sat there. I don't even think I stayed the weekend. I think I was just spending the night there. Spent the night. Got ready to leave, come back home. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I need to mail off this money order. Look in the glove compartment, and it was not there. Nobody had been in my car except for me and her. Nobody. But as we all know, people break in folks' cars all the time. So, you know, or sometimes the money ghost, he comes around every now and then, take your money. Everybody looking crazy and retarded in the face, you know, because the money ghost then came and took the money. And you never see the money ghost again. So I'm like, what is this money? Girl, I can't find this money. I can't find the money. She's like, hold on. I'll help you look for it. I'll help you look for it. We both looking in the glove compartment. Don't see it nowhere. Nowhere. Now, again, I do not condone violence at all. At all. But I should have hit her dead in her face right then and there. That's what I should have did. But I don't condone violence. Violence is not the key. It's not. As we can see what happened to Tyre, violence is not the key. It's really not. It's not. Especially if you ain't did nothing. But she did something. Anyway, get back home. I'm crying. I'm like, how I'm going to replace this money? You know what I'm saying? I told Poolie about it. Poolie didn't help me look in the car. It was nowhere to be found. And all of a sudden, little Miss Stank. And if little Miss Thing is watching, baby, I promise you, I cannot remember exactly what your name was. Because if I did, I probably would blast you right now on my show. I'm sorry. I probably will be wrong, but I probably will. I probably would have. But like I said, I don't want to say the wrong name. And I have been around a lot of people in my life. A lot of people in different states. So I don't want to mess it up. But anyway, and how I know for sure that she took it, her boyfriend. Now I do know her boyfriend name, but I ain't gonna say his name because he married now. So I I ain't gonna put him out there like that. I ain't gonna put him out there like that. And me and him, we still all right. You know what I'm saying? I just see him on Facebook. Hey, such and such, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Congratulations on what you got going on. Thank you. That's it. But he told me, y'all. He told me after they broke up. He was like, yeah, she had it. She cashed it, spent it. I'm like, why you ain't tell me? Man, we was a couple at the time, but still, we were supposed to be friends. At least I thought. So that friendship didn't last too much longer, you know what I'm saying? But like now we's cool, but there is no friendship. So, but yeah, she ended up taking my money, helped me look for it. And I feel like that is like the most worst thing a person can do that's steal from you, is turn around and help you look for it. But this dummy, he done stole the car and then went and put it on Marketplace to sell it. And he never thought that maybe the police could be involved when it was time for you to go sell it. Like, that never came across his mind. That's because people want money so bad, y'all. People so greedy. They just so greedy. Like, stealing the car to make sure that you gonna get to where you need to go, that ain't good enough, Mr. Man. You gotta turn around and try to sell the car. I'm telling y'all now, y'all better pay attention when y'all out here buying stuff, renting stuff, whatever. And when I say renting stuff, trying to rent these houses and stuff, or buying these cars from these people online and on social media, basically. You pay attention. Because these folks are trying to get over on people all day long, every day. Every day. So I had to show y'all that. I thought that was quite interesting that it was somebody dumb out there that would really do something like this, you know. And I said I was gonna stop talking about people on the show, but that's gonna be hard. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. So here go the next one. Cause I'm gonna talk about his ass too. Here he come. I'm talking about him.
What is he doing?
Cell phone video capturing the man ramming his dump truck into a home before crashing into other cars. This happening over the weekend. The woman inside that home telling Eyewitness News the driver is her estranged husband. And now sheriff's deputies need your help to find him. Eyewitness News reporter Eric Resendiz with the new details.
What is he doing?
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has identified the suspected driver in this dump truck rampage caught on video in South Los Angeles over the weekend. Investigators are now looking for this man, 60-year-old Ronald Lee Dunn.
You know, in law enforcement, the video was very destructive. The call was received at 3:38 p.m. It was dispatched at 3:42 p.m. and our first unit arrived there at 3:51.
The Sheriff's Department says they only received one 911 call regarding this incident and that it was made after the suspected driver had left the scene in the dump truck. The Sheriff's Department says it's Dunn's work vehicle. He slammed into his own house and at least two parked cars. Patricia Dunn says she is sure it was her husband behind the wheel. She says they're currently going through a divorce and that she's in the process of obtaining a restraining order against her husband.
If you watch the video, it looks like there's a lot of people recording the incident on their phones. If we would have received more than one call and got more information as to the suspect is ramming a house, ramming the vehicles right now, and that was relayed to us, then obviously the response would have been a lot quicker.
Investigators say before the dump truck rampage, Ronald Dunn used his own vehicle to also cause damage. The car Dunn was driving is like this one, but with damage. A white 2009 Chevy Impala with California license plate 7VWF621. There's a warrant out for his arrest, and the Sheriff's Department is asking for tips from the public.
Everyone has the option to bail. He can come in, we arrest him. He comes in, depending what the bail amount is, he can bail out.
And the Sheriff's Department says Dunn faces multiple charges, like for criminal threat and felony vandalism.
They need to lock him up. He need to be locked up. He really do. Now, I know it probably look a little different. I had to turn off the ring light. I think because it's daylight outside. That's why I was getting that little thing up there, that little extra light. So I just turned it off. So it look a little different up in here. But anyways, yeah, they need to lock him up. This was his house, y'all. It was his house. Him and his wife's house. And I guess she was like getting ready to leave him or whatnot. And he decides to take the dump truck and bob and weave. She had the bob and weave. I mean, he just ran straight into her house. Now she had her little house coat on. Now I wonder, everything is allegedly. I'll be having my little thoughts. I probably should have saved that for one of the Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, where we do peachy thoughts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I gotta fix that just as well on my banner. Change the dates and times and stuff. But anyway, what if she was in there with another man and they had to run out the house and all she had time to do was put on her house coat? I don't think that happened. I don't know. Hopefully that didn't happen. But y'all know anything can happen nowadays. I mean, as you can see, he done sat there and ran a whole dump truck into the house and other people's cars. That wasn't even his cars. Y'all know I'm trying not to be too loud. Hey, Marcus, I see you. I'm trying not to be loud when I get extra crunk. So if I get loud when I get extra crunk, just turn the volume down. That's all. But yeah, he done hit two other folks' cars. That ain't his cars. It ain't her cars. Hey, he didn't care. Catch him. Catch his old self. Catch him. These is old folks, y'all, out here acting a fool. These weren't young folk. Oh, he got some time on him. He looked like he had been about 60. Between his late 50s, early 60s. That's how old this man was looking. Not saying, people that age is old. I'm not saying that. But he too old to be doing what he doing. I tell you that much. Shoot. Baby. And like the officer said, why y'all sitting up here recording and stuff? If y'all would have called the police. But no, you got to record to go on social media so that y'all views can go up, so that the missus can see it and show it on PCT time. What sense does that make? Thank you. But what sense does that make? Call 911 right now so they can come catch him in the air. Where the hell he gonna go? How they gonna get away that quick in a big old dump truck? Y'all saw, just in case y'all ain't see, I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but play some of it, just so you can see the truck, how big this truck was.
What is he doing?
Cell phone video capturing the man ramming his dump truck into a home before crashing into other cars.
Man, that man turned around like, oh my goodness. No, he did not just run into the house. And ran into them other cars like it wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't nothing. Baby, you got a lot of money that you got to pay. I hope the house was paid for. If not, you finna pay for a whole new house. Because they gonna stick it to you. If you and your wife was renting out that house, they gonna stick it to you. And you gotta pay for these cars. I think this is a story that we need to keep up with. What y'all think? We need to keep up with this story to see if they found him. Did he go to jail? Like, how is this man gonna pay this stuff back? How? I don't understand. But anyways, y'all, we finna get into a commercial. A joint by, y'all know I love me some Eric Penn. So we got a joint by Eric Penn called Better. And I hope you guys like it. But when we come back, I am going to show you guys which celebrity mother, allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, but it's really not allegedly, but we're gonna say allegedly, okay? But a celebrity's mother done shot and killed somebody. And she didn't even know she did it. So I'm gonna play this song. While I'm playing this song, I'm gonna go ahead and find the celebrity picture, because I'm supposed to have the picture up so y'all can see the picture of the celebrity. So I'm gonna get that, and what else I need to get? I'm gonna see if I can find a statement. Oh yeah, the celebrity made a statement. Black celebrity. Y'all should know. Y'all should know him. Y'all should know. We don't know him like that, but we know. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're around my age. Here we go.
She pull the strings like Geppetto. Baby, call the shots like Beretta. Don't you dare invade the space, you overzealous. Don't get in the way, you could get ugly down the teller. Dodging all these bozos and they get up. Dodging all these bozos need a medal. Listen carefully to what I gotta tell ya. They think that you something special, you something better. Every time she takes a stride, you gotta look. When she gives a look, they raise their eyebrows like the Brahma bull. The people's choice right on the center pedestal. Make sure that when she's right, it's always legible. Make sure your marker words, everything's credible. The editor, the Langston use of all my better views. She deserves it all and then some extra too. Flying up to jump out the sky without parachute. Please, babe, for you I get on my knees and I plead, babe. These days, they don't make them like you anymore these days. No need to question, she check her credentials. Moves in silence, keeps it confidential. Every mistake that is made upon the revels. But don't you dare inspire you something better. She pull the strings like Geppetto. Baby, call the shots like Beretta. Don't you dare invade the space, you overzealous. Don't get in the way, you could get ugly down the teller. Dodging all these bozos and they get up. Dodging all these bozos need a medal. Listen carefully to what I gotta tell ya. They think that you something special, you something better. Everything they throw your way, you seen before, and every thought they had about you, make sure that it's premature. The person in the mirror is who you do it for, but in the process of going up, you better prove them wrong. You do it all, you have no time to take a pause. Certain intangibles you got set you apart. Fuck niggas didn't fit in, it wasn't your fault. To anyone who got involved, going through withdrawals. Please, babe. Hop on the scene and kill that shit with ease, babe. A breeze, babe. Anyone opposing you gon' see the feet, babe. The highest tier, this girl is tough as leather. Crew of the crop, there is no real competitor. What a gift it is to finally feel your presence. And I'm convinced that there is nothing better. She pull the strings like Geppetto. Baby, call the shots like Beretta. Don't you dare invade the space, you overzealous. Don't get in the way, you could get ugly down the teller. Dodging all these bozos and they get up. Dodging all these bozos need a medal. Listen carefully to what I gotta tell ya. They think that you something special, you something better.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. Tune in to Peachy Tea Time each and every Monday. On Mondays, the misses cover crime in our Black community to bring awareness and bring healness to each and every one of you. Surprise guests and so much fun and laughter. Tune in and enjoy this movement.
All right, y'all, we are back. Shout out to Eric Ken Better. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out all his music on all platforms. Dope artist. He came to PGT Time, did an interview with me. Dope interview. You can find it on YouTube. So y'all check it all out. All right, let's get into the celebrity. Okay, let's get into this. So let's start. Let's start by saying our rest in peace. Rest in peace to this young lady right here. I do have a hard time pronouncing her name. And let me see if I could get her name. Give me 1 second. I definitely have a hard time pronouncing this young lady's name. I do know it's Nekwaba. Nakaba. Um, don't worry, I'm gonna be showing y'all the news article, the news clip, and they'll be able to say her name. But this young lady had went to the store to get her and her family something to eat. Her two kids, those are her two little girls. But she went by herself and she went to go get her something to eat, the two girls something to eat, and her husband something to eat. Okay. So she ended up getting shot, driving down the street, got shot, and ended up going into got into a crash. She got into a crash. And I'm about to show y'all the clip rather, on what happened. After that, I'm gonna show you who mama did this. Okay. If you don't know, y'all finna be on the floor. Here we go.
Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. This is an update to a story we first brought you last week. Deputies said 27-year-old Nakaba Collier was found shot along the 5200 block of North Powers Drive after people reported seeing a crash. Collier died at the hospital. News 6's Lauren Cervantes spoke with her family today. Lauren is live from the Orange County Sheriff's Office tonight. Lauren.
Well, the sheriff's office is asking anyone who is in that area of Powers Drive and who may have some information to come forward. This afternoon, I did speak with the family. They tell me they're heartbroken and say this has turned their world upside down.
We did everything together. She wasn't just my daughter. She was my best friend.
Deshima McCoy is talking about her daughter, 27-year-old Nakaba Collier. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says she was shot and was found unresponsive in her car in the 5200 block of Powers Drive just after 7 o'clock on January 12th. Her family saying her car had crashed less than a mile from her home.
The doctor called back and he said that she came in with a gunshot wound to the abdomen and that they did everything that they could do, but that they could not save her, and that she passed away at 8:30.
McCoy wants her daughter to be remembered as the smart, kind, and generous woman that she was. She tells News 6 Nakaba was a mother to two little girls and that she would do anything for them and anyone in their family.
Day or night, she would get up out of her bed if something was wrong with me, if I was sick or if I needed her help.
Family photos capture moments of Nakaba with her daughters and husband, Kevin Moore.
She was everything to us, everything to me.
Moore telling me they were best friends.
She has been a breath of fresh air to me. She has given me life, gave me strength that I never thought I had.
Again, the sheriff's office says no tip is too small, so they're asking anyone who may have seen something or caught something on camera to contact them. The family has also set up a GoFundMe page, which we will link to this story on our website, clickorlando.com.
All right, so rest in peace to Nakaba. I think they said Nakaba, but it's spelled differently, like totally differently. But rest in peace to her. She was beautiful. Her kids is beautiful. You can tell her husband just really, really loved her and adored her. Her mom was head over heels. And it's just sad. It's so sad that they have to go through so much pain when all she did was go to the store. That's it. That's all she did. But the crazy part about this, y'all, this is a celebrity's mama that did this.
Won't you come over? Said I'm pulled up and I'm faded, waiting for you to text me back, yeah. Out the shower, getting ready. You say you on your way, girl, where you at? You just touched down, $2:45. You on your way, I'm calling you. So come lay down in this bed, I wanna see you, yeah. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Baby, come over. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Won't you come over? Baby, come over. I heard 2 knocks at the door. Opened up real slow. She started walking in, yeah. She had my favorite heels on. Sit down on the couch, take your heels off. Let me rub your body before I tear it off. Baby, I'm your man, ready to flex. Girl, flex. Time to have sex. Come over. Stop by, see me. Baby, come over. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Won't you come over?
Y'all see how that devil just tried to swoop on and come up through there? You see he tried to do that. Y'all know it wasn't me. It was him. He didn't want to tell y'all he didn't want me to tell y'all who the celebrity was. Why? Because the celebrity said that he wanted to keep some privacy. Some privacy. After what your mama just did. You want some privacy. Nah, you ain't getting no privacy over here. Not at Peach Tea Time. Sorry. I like you. I do like you. But you ain't gonna get no privacy today. So, y'all, you saw the first clip. So this is the second clip. This is the arrest being made. So make sure y'all listen and pay attention. And when we come back after this, I'm going to show you who mama this is. Because y'all finna see his mama. Okay? You finna see his mama. But I'm going to show y'all exactly who her son is. Here we go.
We begin with an arrest in the January 12th shooting death of Nichoba Collier. Deputies have arrested Angela Denise Baxter on charges of second-degree murder and shooting or throwing a missile into a vehicle.
Collier was killed on Powers Drive last week, driving home to bring her food to her husband and daughters. Haley Crumblehome is live with what led to Orange County Sheriff's Office to arrest Baxter. Haley.
So on the same day that Collier was killed, a sheriff's deputy was actually flagged down by a victim that said they had been shot at by a woman in a red car. And just a few days later, another victim came forward saying they had also been shot at on that same day. Now, according to that arrest affidavit, it says that the third victim led deputies to a witness who said they saw Angela shoot at least one of the victim's cars. A search warrant at Baxter's home ultimately discovered multiple firearms, including a Taurus 38 special revolver. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement analyzed the bullet that killed Nichoba Collier and determined it was fired from that gun. The arrest affidavit states Baxter told investigators she had multiple guns for protection because she claimed the Orange County Sheriff's Office had been stalking her. Now, that affidavit also says that Baxter said she had fired a gun into the air on January 9th or 10th because she believed someone was following her, and that she shot it multiple times at cars on another occasion, again, because she thought she was being followed. Live in Orange County, Haley Crumblehome, WESH 2 News.
I ain't on mute. I ain't on mute. So she got the guns in the house because of the police she think is after her or been harassing her or whatever she think they was doing to her. Then you decide to just go up and down the street shooting at cars and stuff. This is just ridiculous. This is sad. Sad, sad, sad. So I know y'all want to know. Oh shoot, I forgot that being that I restarted my computer, I have to bring back up the, let me see, his statement, the person's statement. I want to make sure I read the statement to y'all that he had, what he had to say, because he had some things that he had to say. You know, he had some things he had to say. So this is the person who mommy it is, whose son it is. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold on, hold on. So this is the mama. That's the mama. And he looked like her. Looked just like her. And then that's the woman that he killed. She killed. She did not know that she shot her. Let's make that clear. She did not know that she shot her. Allegedly. Allegedly. And I don't believe that she knew. Because this lady, like I said, was just driving in the car and just happened to get hit by a bullet. But this is the son. Sammy. Do y'all remember Sammy? From back in the day, I would say in the 90s, he came out. He probably came out around the time of Candy, not a Candy Girl, but is it Candy Rain? What is it? That group that came out. I think it was, I don't know if it was Candy Rain. I can't think. I can't think right now. But it was a group of boys. I think they all came out like around the same time. But it was 9 years ago, though. It was 9 years ago. Well, no, it wasn't 9 years ago. 9 years ago when they uploaded this. But I'm finna play y'all just a little bit of the song. This is actually a little bit of the video. I cannot play all of it because I don't want them to stop the video or stop the song on here. Well, stop my show rather. But I do want y'all to kind of remember a little bit of who Sammy is. Okay, so this was his #1 song. It was called "I Like It." Excuse me, y'all. Okay, it was called "I Like It" by Sammy. So let's pull this picture down. Let me show y'all another picture of him. This was him. This was a familiar picture that a lot of people knew Sammy by. This picture. But I'm gonna present this song to y'all. Like I said, they probably won't monetize me anyways. But this was a song that a lot of people knew. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. That's what I'm not gonna do. Let's go ahead and share it with you guys. There you go. And here we go. Y'all remember this? It's so old. Let's fast forward it.
What it takes to let you know you're my girl, to let you know you're my baby.
All right. So that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. But that's Sammy. Not that right there. That's the little girl. And then Sammy also, what else did Sammy do that you guys would be familiar with? Let's see. Sammy on the versus battle. Sammy did, and he ain't do no whole versus battle by himself, but he was on there with Ray J. Y'all remember Ray J? And Bobby Valentino, Pleasure P. They all did this little thing together, but the verses was supposed to be for Omarion and Mario. It was they versus, but they let Ray J. That when Ray J was messing up and stuff. Let's go to it. I hope y'all can see this. Yeah, you can see it. But this will probably be more of what y'all remember Sammy from. It's gonna take a second before it come in. It's gonna come in though. But yeah, that's Sammy. That's Sammy. That's him and his mama. That's what he look like right now. But that's him and his mama. Y'all, this internet is going super duper slow. But anyways, I want to go ahead and read the statement while that's coming in. He made a statement. And he said, in consideration of the recent news, I would first like to express.
Got to. Let's check it. I feel like we like an 8 right
in
now.
consideration of the recent news, I would first like to express my most sincere condolences to the family of Mr. Collier. I understand the severity of the allegations, but I do not have any additional information. At this time, I respectfully request privacy for not only my family, but the family of Mr. Collier. Thank you. Okay. Now, I do have the.
I want y'all to think about the gas prices when y'all rapping this shit. When you pull up,
let me see.
You about to pump your tank.
Okay, that's the beginning. There they go. There you go. There goes Sam.
I am pretty Ricky.
There goes Sam, y'all.
Them all my songs. I wrote them
With
shit.
the dreads in.
Oh, another microphone stand? Oh my God. Let these niggas go.
And Sammy can sing.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back some. Yeah. So y'all can see Sam. Good. You might have even been saying. That's Bobby B saying.
Sometimes I'd rather give up and stay.
Yeah, I hope they don't block it.
Oh, crowd know this shit. Let's go.
There you go.
It's a sweet tonight.
That's
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Y'all to sing along. Y'all ready? Let's go, people. Talk to him. Sing to him. See the lust we
All right, that's love, y'all. So y'all seen Sammy. We took that down. Here's another picture of Sammy. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is what he looks like now. There we go. So that's what Sammy looks like now, which is what y'all just saw on the versus battle. So my heart goes out to him. It really does. You know, to have a mother go through that. I don't know if she was on drugs. I don't know. I have no idea at all what was going on with his mom. I hope and pray that wasn't the case. She could have had other mental health issues. Hey, Rhonda. She could have had other mental health issues just as well. Carmen said she couldn't hear the reading. Okay, let me go back. Let me bring it up so that y'all can see it just as well. Here it is right here. Okay. So it says, in consideration, let me bring it up more so y'all can see it. Okay. In consideration of the recent news, I would first like to express my most sincere condolences to the family of Mrs. Collier. I understand the severity of the allegations, but I do not have any additional information. At this time, I respectfully request privacy for not only my family, but the family of Mrs. Collier. Thank you. And this is what the article read. R&B singer Sammy is going through it after his mother was recently charged with murder. On Sunday, January 22nd, the I Like It crooner took to social media to request privacy as he deals with the emotions of his mother's legal issues. According to a report CBS affiliate in Orlando, Sammy's mother, Angela Baxter, was arrested and booked last Wednesday for the death of 27-year-old mother Nakeba Collier. Sammy's statement came a couple of days after the news broke. In his message, he expressed his sorrow and condolences to the family of Collier, who was a mother of two. And then right here, this is from Orange County Sheriff's Office. An arrest has been made in the shooting death of 27-year-old Nakeba Collier. Homicide detectives have arrested Angela Baxter, 56 years old, for second-degree murder with a firearm. Baxter was randomly shooting at vehicles, one of 12, when Nikeba was driving in the area and was struck. In consideration of the recent news, I would first like to express my sincere condolences. We read that already. The Orange County Sheriff's Office accused Baxter of randomly shooting at vehicles on January 12th. Collier was driving nearby when she was struck within the abdomen with a single bullet. The gunfire caused Collier to crash her car, which is where she was found. Her car crashed not far from her home. She was rushed to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. On the day of the shooting, another victim flagged down the deputy. We read all that. Well, we heard all that. Arrest. I don't know what this is. Let's see.
New tonight, a judge is ordering the woman accused of shooting into random cars and killing a mother to stay in jail.
You have an arrest warrant on a second-degree murder with firearm and shooting and throwing a missile. So the arrest warrant says no bond on count 1 and $5,000 on count 2.
That was 56-year-old Angela Baxter you saw there. She was booked Wednesday and faces a murder charge in the death of 27-year-old Nikeba Collier. Deputies say Baxter was randomly shooting at vehicles when the victim was driving nearby. Collier was hit by that gunfire, and she was found in a crashed car less than a mile away from her home. According to the affidavit, Baxter told investigators that she shot at the vehicles because she thought that they were following her, and she was trying to scare them away. Deputies say they found several guns in Baxter's home, including the one that she used to shoot at Collier.
Okay.
New tonight, a judge is ordering the woman accused of
Do y'all see this?
Shooting and throwing a missile.
Let me X this out of here. Do y'all see this? Woman accused of randomly shooting at cars and killing a woman held on no bond. Held on no bond. Do y'all see that? She was randomly shooting for whatever reason, even though we done heard what she had to say, but for whatever reason, she was shooting, did not purposely shoot and kill this woman, did not walk up to her car and just shoot her, but this woman is held on no bond. But you got these bastards right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all don't recognize the gangs, the gang members. You ain't recognize them. I'm sorry. I should have showed you this one. There you go. You probably understand. You know who they are now. Okay? You know who they are. But y'all gonna give them a bond after what I just showed y'all last night? They are able to have a bond and they beat Tyre to death, and you gave them a bond? And you have this woman, 56 years old, 56, mad at. She ain't got no bond. She was just shooting. She didn't say, I want to kill Nikeba today. Not saying she was right for what she did. Not saying she deserved a bond. I'm not even saying that. But what I am saying is, if you gonna give them a bond, baby, she definitely deserves a bond. And I'm just gonna call it like it is. They knew what they was doing. They knew they was beating this man. Now, one of their attorneys said that all 5 of them didn't know he was gonna die. Yeah. And this woman probably didn't either. She didn't even know she shot somebody. They knew they beat somebody. They knew it. They did it. But she didn't know she shot somebody. don't know this woman from a can of paint. They don't know each other from a can of paint. But she in there with nobody. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to. Whew, that just came over me all of a sudden. Yeah, it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. It just came over me all of a sudden. So it looks like that's it, y'all. That's it for that. For Sammy. So, y'all, we're going to pray for Sammy. Because Sammy didn't do it. You know, it's just that he's a celebrity. And I guess we want to know this type of stuff. Unfortunately. So, moving right along, y'all. We are about to start our Tyree's part 3. We are starting that now. So let me go ahead and take off the banner. Because we are in it now. We are in it now. Carmen says, she was wrong for that. If you pull out a gun and start shooting it, you have to suffer the consequences for your actions. I agree with you 100%. Hey, Julie, I agree with you 100%, Carmen. I really, really do. Like they all 5 of them, plus the 2 officers that they went ahead and arrested. They just arrested 2 other officers with Tyre after they saw the video. Even though these folks been saw the video. I can't wait to talk about that. I cannot wait to talk about oh Jesus. I can't wait to talk about it. You know, that's I get a little too extra sometimes. Have to calm myself down. Look, Carmen know exactly where I'm going with this. She said exactly. You know, like it's just so much that was. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong words. I really don't want to use the wrong words. But the whole Tyre Nichols is just real suspectish. Y'all know I'll make up a word in a minute. It's real suspectish. Like the stuff I'm finna show y'all on this. Sometimes you wonder, am I the only one that think about this type of things? You know? Like you wonder, are you the only person that think about some of the thoughts that come through your head? Like I'm just really having a hard time understanding why. I know y'all see my eyes going everywhere because I'm doing other things at the same time on the computer trying to pull stuff up. But sometimes I just wonder, am I the only person that think the way that I think? Like there's no way that all of a sudden when we all see the video, now y'all, I'm telling you, it was a time where I sat there when I was watching that video. I sat there and I was like, am I seeing things? You know? Is that a white man in there? No, I got to be seeing things. If they saw this video way before we saw the video, why are they just arresting 2 extra people and that we still have not seen who these 2 extra people is, may I add? Why are they just now putting them under arrest? Because we seen it. Oh, I get it. They ain't know that we was going to be focusing that hard on the video. They thought we were just going to be looking dead at the black men only. The black officers. The black gang members. The Scorpion team. Call it what you want to call it. So, we're going to get into the mother. Because one of the videos I got to play off of YouTube, so I got to go find it. But here go Tyre's mom. This is her talking before, okay? Before the footage was brought to the public. She has not seen the footage. Her and her husband decided to make the decision that she wouldn't see the footage. She was told to stay in the room as long as she could. And when Tyre said he didn't do nothing, that's when she couldn't take it no more and she got up and left. So then stepfather stayed and watched the rest of the footage. So this is what she had to say. Again, y'all, this is before the public saw the footage. What I'm finna show y'all, the next two clips. Then I have one clip, which is after the public saw the video of what the mother had to say. All right, here we go. This is what happened, y'all, when they basically first came to her house and told her what they thought was a good idea to tell her. Here we go.
The Memphis Police Department banged on our door approximately around between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, asking if I knew Tyre Nichols. And we said, yes. What's going on? He's been arrested. Arrested for what? DUI. DUI? My son don't drink like that. What do you mean DUI? Well, we had to pepper spray him and tase him, so he's being attended to by the paramedics, and we'll send him to the hospital, and then after that, he'll go to booking. What? They then asked me, was he on any type of drugs or anything of that nature, because they were saying that it was so difficult to put the handcuffs on him, and he had this amount of energy, superhuman energy. And what they were describing was not my son, so I was very confused. I asked if I can go to the hospital. They told me no. They left. My husband and I, we got in our car and we went to go see if we could find Ty, because he wasn't answering his phone or anything. When I asked them where my son was, they said nearby. Nearby? What is nearby? I got nothing from them. I think now that I'm actually putting things together, I believe they were trying to cover it up when they first came to my door.
All right, this is the second clip.
So, around 4 o'clock in the morning, the doctors called from St. Francis and said, Mrs. Wells, do you know your son's in the hospital? And I said, yes. I was advised by the police officers. He said, why aren't you here? And I said, the police officers said that I couldn't come because he was under arrest. The doctor proceeded to tell me that my son had went into cardiac arrest and that his kidneys were failing. This doesn't sound consistent to somebody being tased or pepper sprayed. When my husband and I got to the hospital and I saw my son, he was already gone. They had beat him to a pulp. He had bruises all over him. His head was swollen like a watermelon. His neck was busting because of the swelling. They broke his neck. My son's nose looked like an S. They actually just beat the crap out of him. And so when I saw that, I knew my son was gone then. Even if he did live, he would have been a vegetable. So once I got to the hospital, all the police officers were basically whisked out because I heard that the TBI had taken over the investigation. And that was it. They spoke to us, asked a bunch of questions, but I knew something wasn't right.
Y'all, we got some people that just came in. We got to run this back again. I really want y'all to hear what this woman said. Just in case y'all missed something, you might be walking around the house or something. I really want y'all to hear how they tried to play her. That's what they did. They tried to play her. They didn't think none of this would come about like this. Now, that's the only thing I believe. that the attorney said. They didn't think none of this was gonna happen. And they sure didn't think that this would reach all the way to CNN News, Georgia, United States of America, baby. Everywhere. Everywhere. Let's run that bit.
The Memphis Police Department banged on our door approximately around between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, asking if I knew Tyre Nichols. And we said, yes. What's going on? He's been arrested. Arrested for what? DUI. DUI? My son don't drink like that. What do you mean DUI? Well, we had to pepper spray him and tase him, so he's being attended to by the paramedics, and we'll send him to the hospital, and then after that, he'll go to booking. What? They then asked me, was he on any type of drugs or anything of that nature? Because they were saying that it was so difficult to put the handcuffs on him, and he had this amount of energy, superhuman energy. And what they were describing was not my son, so I was very confused. I asked if I can go to the hospital. They told me no. They left. My husband and I, we got in our car and we went to go see if we could find Ty because he wasn't answering his phone or anything. When I asked them where my son was, they said nearby. Nearby? What is nearby? I got nothing from them. I think now that I'm actually putting things together, I believe they were trying to cover it up when they first came to my door. So around 4 o'clock in the morning, the doctors called from St. Francis and said, Mrs. Wells, do you know your son's in the hospital? And I said, yes. I was advised by the police officers. He said, why aren't you here? And I said, the police officer said that I couldn't come because he was under arrest. The doctor proceeded to tell me that my son had went into cardiac arrest and that his kidneys were failing. This doesn't sound consistent to somebody being tased or pepper sprayed. When my husband and I got to the hospital and I saw my son, he was already gone. They had beat him to a pulp. He had bruises all over him. His head was swollen like a watermelon. His neck was busting because of the swelling. They broke his neck. My son's nose looked like an S. They actually just beat the crap out of him. And so when I saw that, I knew my son was gone then. Even if he did live, he would have been a vegetable. So once I got to the hospital, all the police officers were basically whisked out because I heard that the TBI had taken over the investigation. And that was it. They spoke to us, asked a bunch of questions, but I knew something wasn't right.
That's so sad. The thing that I have to say behind this is this. After seeing the video last night, after hearing what she said today, because I just saw this video today, after hearing what she said, my question to the officer that knocked on her door, and as she opened up that door, her husband, whoever, and you proceeded to tell her this, How can you? Like, how could you have done that to her? You knew everything. You best to believe. And you know everything is allegedly, but you better believe that this officer that knocked on her door knew that it took him less than a minute to get to her house. It was 3 houses down, y'all. And he sit there and tell her, oh, nearby. He didn't even have the courage to say it happened 3 houses down, right down the street, ma'am. They get in their car. We're talking about mom and daddy. They get in their car. The officer, that same officer told her, no, you can't come to the hospital. You dirty dog. You told her she couldn't even come. But for this to happen 3 houses down, and her husband gets in the car to go look for him, I'm sure they went somewhere near them 3 houses down to get to the main street. And nothing was going on at that time. Y'all saw all the police out there. You mean to tell me y'all waited and cleaned up everything before y'all went to this woman's house 3 houses down? Y'all waited 20 minutes for the EMT to come. They had already ran his plate to see where he lived at. So they knew. And y'all still set y'all tails out there knowing his mom and daddy could possibly be at home 3 houses down. Dirty. They deserve everything that they get, baby. They deserve everything plus more. Like we're all saying, and I want to make this clear. We are all feeling the same way. We don't care if they was red, black, or blue, white, green. We don't care what color they is. Just make sure. Make sure that they be charged. That's all we want. And we also, before I tell you what else we want, let me play this clip. This is the second from the last clip for right now. For today. This is today. This is the mom and the dad today. After we have seen the footage. We just saw the footage last night. So after that, they did this broadcast. This is not the whole thing because it was entirely too long. But I want y'all to see this part. So here we go.
I just wanted them to see why they charged these police officers with murder. This video illustrates exactly what happened on those streets that night. This also justifies our son showing that he was no threat to them. For a individual to weigh 150 pounds and to be brutalized by 5 officers is unheard of, and we needed the public to see it so that they could make their own judgment.
Mrs. Walls, you described this as God's assignment. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, I just feel like my son was sent here on an assignment. His assignment was fulfilled, and God took him home. Now, that's my belief. That's what I hold on to, and that's what keeps me going. Because I'm not going to stop until I get justice for my son.
And you were telling me that he was watching the sunset, taking pictures when he was on his way home and stopped by these officers.
Yes. He was on his way home. He goes to Shelby Farms every weekend to watch the sunset. That's his passion. He either will go to skateboard or, But he was on his way home.
And you told me that he was really close to his home when he was calling your name. I know you haven't taken a look at the video, but you told me that you felt something happening.
Yes, I felt a lot of pain and discomfort in my stomach. And at the time, I didn't realize what it was. But once I found out, then I just said that was my son's pain that I was feeling.
Calling out for you?
Yes.
During his last moments?
Yes.
You described to me also the moment that you saw him in the hospital, that you finally got a look at what they had done to your son.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, as I told you earlier, I was told that he was only pepper sprayed and tased. However, when I got to the hospital, my son was beaten up. He had bruises all over his body. His head was the size almost of a watermelon. His neck was busted because of the swelling. His neck was broken. My whole son's body was just black and blue. They had him on all these breathing machines. He'd already went into cardiac arrest and his kidneys were failing. And so it just shocked me because I was told something else.
So that's after the footage has been put out to us. This is after the footage has been put out to us. They brought them back again so that they could speak. And one of the things that a lot of us as Black people, brown people, and it's crazy because my kids got me saying brown people because it's just always been my norm to call us Black people. But my kids don't see us as Black people. They think we're brown, and we are brown. But, a lot of us was brought up to say we was Black. So it's just something that I just say. But Black and brown people, one of the things that we are faced with is why this is not happening with white officers. Like, we've never seen this before. Let's go back to last night. We've never saw a Black star-studded cast. Gang cast, that is. Remember, me and Poola came up with that last night. They are characters in a movie. Because you better believe, I'm sure they don't have a movie. And this is what they look like out of their clothing, out of their uniforms. This is what they look like. But we want them to keep the same energy. The same energy that y'all just had for these Black men that, may I add, like I added last night, within 20 days, they fired them. They charged them. They arrested them. They gave them a bond. And they bonded out. It's 5 different things in 20 days. In 20 days. We need them to keep that same energy, baby. When whatever color besides Black, brown, besides when they do it, it need to be like this when everybody do it. Even the people that's not dressed in blue. Get them up off the streets. They shouldn't even got a bond. But you gave them one anyways. And they bonded out. How they came up with this money, I don't know. But they did. Not saying that all black and brown folks is broke. I'm not saying that. But maybe they have some stash somewhere. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into Ben Crump. This is our last video for today. After this, we're going to end the show with a music video and probably like a couple commercials. But this is Ben Crump. I really wanted you guys to see this and listen to what he had to say. I agree with him completely 100%. So here we go.
And we stand on the principle of equal justice. So let me be exceedingly clear on this point. When we look at how these 5 black officers who were caught on camera committing a crime, and when we look at how fast the police chief and the police department terminated them, and we look at how swiftly the district attorney brought charges against them in less than 20 days, then we want to proclaim that this is the blueprint going forward for any time. Whether they accountable. No longer can you tell us we got to wait 6 months to a year, even though we got a video with evidence of the excessive force in the crime. No more can you tell us that anymore, because with these 5 black officers, you all moved it swiftly. And as the chief said, it was important for the community that they took swift action and that justice moved swiftly against these 5 officers who happen to be African American. Well, when it's white officers, we think it's also important to the community that there is swift action and that we move swiftly to justice. I mean, because let's be honest, let's think about it. This is not the first time that we saw police officers committing crime and engaging in excessive, brutal force against black people in America who are unarmed. But yet, we have never seen swift justice like this. Think about Laquan McDonald in Chicago, Illinois. Attorney Ramanucci, what was that, over a year? 14 months, even though they had that video on day 1. Think about the video of Eric Gardner in Staten Island, New York. How long it took Kareem on that one. Think about all these cases. Alton Sterling, Silky in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on video. Think about Pamela Turner, Houston, Texas, killed on video. Took years for them to bring charges in her case, even though they had the video day 1. Think about Ronald Green in Louisiana. I mean, had that video for day 1, took over a year to bring charges against them. I mean, so many, man, my God. Think about 14-year-old Tamir Rice on video. And why justice didn't move swiftly for any of these black people when they were killed by white police officers. So we have to make the point exceedingly clear. We now have the blueprint, America, and we won't accept less going forward in the future. We won't have black officers treated differently than white officers. We want equal justice under the law. Tyre deserved it, Tamir Rice deserved it, Ronald Green deserved it, Alton Sterling deserved it, Eric Gardner deserved it, Pamela Turner deserved it, all our children. Byron Williams deserved it. I mean, he was killed for riding a bicycle while black in Las Vegas on video. And yet the investigation is still going on over a year. And so we have a precedent that has been set here in Memphis. And we intend to hold this blueprint for all America from this day forward.
Baby, ain't nobody tell me that Ben Crump is not going to be our next Uncle Al. Baby, shout out to Uncle Al. Shout out to Uncle Al. For those that don't know who my Uncle Al is, allegedly. My Uncle Al is Al Sharpton, baby. I call him Uncle Al all the time. Ain't nothing better. I don't know him like that, but I know him because that's Uncle Al. But y'all, I really hope y'all enjoyed today. I told y'all we was not gonna be here the full 2 hours because I was so tired. But this just let y'all know how much I'm so dedicated to Peachy Tea Time, how much I love Peachy Tea Time. I adore Peachy Tea Time. I'm obsessed with Peachy Tea Time. I love doing this. I really, really do. It's gonna be a part of me forever. I already know. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for the support. I love, love, love each and every one of y'all. And I see y'all on Monday. We got a few guests next week. Next Saturday. Well, let's start with next Wednesday. We have Dory Scott. I think her name is Doris Scott. Doris Scott that will be coming on Wednesday. And her son was the little 4-year-old boy that drowned while he was at swimming lessons. And the instructor, she's a white woman, and she told the mom that she's not allowed to stay. She couldn't stay during the training, the swim lessons. So mom out there waiting for her son to finish, and she comes and knock on her car window, and her son has drowned. Just like it. I mean, it was more to it, and she's gonna explain more to it. But this was another story that went nationwide. The trainer, she ended up getting arrested. She was an older white woman. After time went on, not within 20 days at all. But I'm just saying, she got arrested. She bonded out the next day, I believe it was. So, and her bonding out just happened like a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So mom and dad is very, very highly upset about this. So I'm glad that they're trusting me with their story. Lil Izzy is his name. Lil Izzy, rest in peace. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, he was so handsome. Little 4-year-old little boy. So make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday for that. This Saturday, I will have my very first celebrity guest on this show. I'm very excited about that just as well. They are a group here based in Atlanta, and they are a platinum rap group. And they was popping, back in the 90s, they was popping, but they are now just getting another go round with it. And they're coming on PGT Time. They are called Southern Players, baby. I'm excited. Again, this is my very first celebrity guest to come on. So I'm super duper excited. This is the first of many, many more. So make sure y'all come out next Saturday and support. Okay. I love y'all so much. Thanks again for tuning in. I just love y'all. And I will see y'all, okay? I will see y'all on Monday. Unless y'all just catch me out here in these streets. You just never know. You never know when I'm going to pull up on a live, baby. You just never know. So here go Les Riley. Y'all know I love me some Les Riley too. She can sing. So here she go. I love y'all. Be safe out here in these streets now, okay? Be safe.
Hey, here we are, back to the beginning. I feel like we finished. You feel like I'm tripping. I let you in before, so now you wanna know the difference. You got a baby boy now, how you getting? And I don't really feel a way about it, though I had to find out the way I did. You think it didn't matter when it did, like you didn't use every room in the crib, yeah. The apartment where my ex still lived. We was young when we met. I said what I meant. You could have said anything to stop me, but you didn't, so I left. And we never got right. You a psychopath, but I was still right. You take me high, I let you slide through. Then I don't hear from you for a year or two. Lately you've been acting like you hate me. You don't wanna rush right into dating, but it's been 9 years, why you faking? I get it if you want them in relations for the sake of your creation, but you're a fairy tale, a figment, and you ain't got a lot to kick it. What did I do for you to be so vindictive? You know that I'm the one that you gon' be missing. I guess that I'm the weekday, cause I know I'm not the weekend. I do not appreciate being kept your little secret. I give it to you, oh, you never keep it. Thought I was your number, ooh, no, but you played the skit. Skip till we fall, skip till we fall and break. Skip till we fall, skip till we fall and break.
Don't forget to tune in each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Pacific for Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition. On Peachy News, they have families that come on live to tell their loved one's story on how they were murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, and even by the police. Tune in each and every Wednesday night.
Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Let's talk about real life issues. Love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time.